Morning everyone, welcome to Sunday Slimming World video. So last night I switched my hob on and I always use the same ring, or I have like a favourite ring. I don't know if anyone else does. It fits most of my saucepans, and I think when I first got the oven it was like the one that was supposed to be the hottest or heated up the quickest. Anyway, I switched that on and all of the telly went off, the internet went off, like everything went off. So we kind of thought that the whole oven was broken. We were going to have to buy a new one, which was not good. But then Martin had the idea this morning to try the other rings and the actual oven, which I did, and luckily it's only the one ring that doesn't work. So before that I kind of panicked a bit, you'll see in a minute, and put a stew to cook in the slow cooker because I've got all these veg to cook. I was thinking, oh no, I was going to have an SP day, but I've just decided to keep it simple and just, have a day on plan, but it's not going to be SP. I might do SP tomorrow. Anyway, so I am now in the process of trying for the first time some baked oats, which I've never tried before. So I'll show you those, and I will also show you throughout the day how I make my stew in the slow cooker. I'm doing a chicken stew today. So apologies if I'm rambling on about the oven later on. It's because I've already recorded that, so hope it all makes sense. Anyway, I hope everyone's okay, and thanks again for all the lovely comments. I find making these videos really helping me, really motivates me and keeps me on plan, which is good. So anyway, have a good Sunday everyone, and here's what I'm eating today. I'm just getting my slow cooker going for a chicken stew. I was going to do a chicken tray bake today, but my oven is not working. The whole thing seems to be tripping the switch downstairs and switching the internet off and everything, so we need to have a look at that. So I'm going to get this going. So in here I've got chopped up potato, carrot, butternut squash, onion and Brussels sprouts, which I've never cooked in a slow cooker before, so I'm not quite sure how that's going to go. I've got some JD Seasonings chicken rub in there. I'm going to put a chicken stock cube in and a handful of red split peas. And then I'll cook this for probably a couple of hours, and then I'll put the chicken in. I've covered that with boiling water, and I'm going to put it on to cook probably for about 2 hours before I add the chicken, and I'll show you later when I add the chicken. For breakfast today I'm trying baked oats for the first time. So I used my 40 grams for my healthy extra B, some quark, a little bit of sweetener and an egg, and then I also used 2.5 sins of the Asda mincemeat. And then over the top I've got some apple and plum and a bit of low-fat natural yoghurt. This has had a couple of hours just of the veg cooking, and I'm now adding in the chicken, 2 chicken breasts which I've cut in half, and a few mushrooms. I'll just give that a stir. And now I'm going to put the lid back on and cook it basically for the rest of the day. You could obviously just bung everything in all together in the morning and let it cook, but because I'm cooking chicken today, and I think chicken cooks quite quickly, I like to give the veg a little bit longer. But to be honest, if I'd been going out for the day, I would have just shoved it all in this morning and it will be fine. And then I'll show you later on when I add some gravy granules to it. I'm also going to make a veggie chilli. So I've got some veg that needed using up. This is all speed on Slimming World. So it's celery, red onion, yellow pepper and carrot. And I'm also going to add in mushrooms and spinach, which are all speed. I've got some red lentils, which are protein and free. Chickpeas, protein and free. And red kidney beans, which are protein and free. And then I'll use this passata, which is speed, to sort of make the sauce. I'll also add garlic and chili powder. And here's the vegetable chili now that it's cooked, and there's going to be one lot for our dinner tomorrow night, maybe even a bit left over for lunch, and another portion for the freezer. I've made some mashed swede and some red cabbage. I really like this for my SP days, and it freezes really well. For me, some vegetables, I don't like them when they've been frozen, but these are brilliant. They work really well for me, so I've got a few portions there ready to go for SP days. For my lunch today, I've got butternut squash soup, and I've added to it some kidney beans and lentils. It's a bit spicy anyway, so it'll be really tasty. I've also added broccoli and a bit of spinach on the top. Forgot to say it's homemade soup, so it's all speed and free on the Slimming World plan. I just thought I'd pop on here and chat again just for a minute, just about the baked oats, which I had for breakfast, and I really enjoyed them. I've not tried those before, and one of the things that I really like is that they've kept me really full. I didn't have any snack at all this morning. I've just had my lunch, and I definitely will make those again. I saw on Caroline's channel on Slimming World Savvy, she makes them into kind of small, almost like little cakes, I suppose, which I thought was a really good idea. So I might try doing that one day. But yeah, I'd really recommend them. They were lovely. I would put more flavour into mine, I think, next time. I think I'll probably maybe put some vanilla or cinnamon would be nice, something like that. But definitely something for me to play about with and try. I don't know why I've never tried them before. The only thing I didn't like was that the pot that I made them in was a right pain to wash afterwards. It was all kind of stuck around the edge, but anyway, that's not the end of the world. So I've just had my lunch, and I also tried one of these jingle bells or jingle balls or something they're called, which I showed earlier I showed in my earlier video from today, and they are really yummy. 2.5 sins. Really worth it. I've got some work to do now, and then I'm going to chill out a bit this afternoon, and I might even have a few more little treats, but I'll show you if I do. And the slow cooker stew is coming along nicely. It smells really yummy, so I'll show you when I take the lid off of that and what I tend to do is add a little bit of gravy granules and then let it cook with the lid off. And because I put butternut squash into it, that slightly sort of disintegrates and thickens up the gravy, so you don't need lots of gravy granules. So it'll work out for me about 2 sins for my portion, and obviously you'll need to work out whichever kind of gravy you use, because I use gluten-free gravy. But yeah, that's smelling really good, so I'm looking forward to that later on. I added a couple of teaspoons of gluten-free chicken gravy to this, and then I've left it to cook with the lid off for like another hour, and as you can see, it's gone really thick because basically the butternut squash and the lentils thicken it, as well as the gravy, which obviously is sins, so you need to work out the sins, as I said earlier, for whichever gravy you use. But yeah, this smells delicious. I'm not sure about the sprouts, but I'll give them a try. So that's done now, so I'm gonna dish that up and enjoy my dinner. Dinner tonight is a portion of the chicken stew done in the slow cooker. That's 2 sins for the gravy. Then I've got speedy broccoli, speedy green beans and speedy red cabbage to go with it. For pudding, I'm having jelly, sugar-free jelly for 1/2 sin, and I'll also be having 1 tablespoon of this Groovy Food chocolate sauce, which is also 1/2 sin. I've written everything down, and I'm finishing on 12.5 sins today. 73 days to go. Thank you so much for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye.